We are Calderwood Percussion, and this is QA number 2. First off, if you're new to the channel, and you got here via the Drunken Woodworker, welcome. Also, thanks to David for the mention. I got a shirt.
Slimming.
It is slimming. First up, the builds. Concert bass. What type of dye did we use?
We just used a blue transient dye, which we diluted with alcohol. I found that when spraying fades, it's a lot easier to use an alcohol-based dye rather than water-based, so that's what we went with.
What was the construction method for the hoops?
So we took shell cut-offs, they're about 2 inches thick, and placed it on the head, cut it where we needed to expand the diameter, grabbed another piece of shell cut-off to make a section that would be long enough so it would still have some decent strength, cut tongue and groove joints at the ends, clamped them up with epoxy, and there you go.
What was up with the propane torch?
Well, the shell that we use for that concert bass is made of alternating plies of poplar and birch, with just the outer ply being maple. Because poplar is a relatively soft wood, we wanted to sort of harden up the bearing edges a little bit to make the drum a little bit more stable when it comes to tuning. So using the torch to burnish the edges closes up the pores, kind of makes that surface a little bit harder, a little bit more sealed, and it just helps the drum. It makes it easier to tune, the tuning stays more stable, just kind of finishes the edges nicely.
I feel anything's better with a torch.
Yeah.
Superman kit. What were the drum sizes?
Kind of a little jungle kit. We did a 15 by 16 kick drum, 5.5 by 10 inch rack tom, 13 by 13 floor tom, which is like my new favorite floor tom size, and 5 by 12 acrylic snare drum.
What was the finish on the Superman kit?
It's a fade from a Lake Placid blue metallic to a red dye. So again, I used a red transient alcohol-based dye, sprayed the red fade first, and then went back and went over it with a blue metallic paint, which I used a rattle can. Finished it with nitrocellulose clear lacquer.
Random internet questions. Do you make other things in your shop? Yes.
Yes. We recently actually fabricated some new teak trim boards for my brother-in-law's boat, the Sparkle Pony, and all kinds of random repairs, doors,
bookshelves,
yeah,
car parts, whatever. Also, I do tons of random projects that I post on Instructables, and my username on there is just Bales. Well, it's dash Bales dash. It's fancy.
Link below.
Did you really give the cat beer? No. It was whiskey. Can you tell us anything about the cat? The cat's name is Pepper. I got him when he was 5, so he already had the name. He's 14 and a half. He's a Maine Coon domestic long hair mix, and he is easily the best actor of the group.
Yeah.
What are you currently working on?
Well, we've got a few things. Right now we're doing some drums for the Tupelhocken School District in Pennsylvania. They ordered some snare drums and some concert toms in school colors, which is going to be pretty cool. We've got a little traveler kit, small kit, shallow sizes, wood hoops, pretty cool.
In terms of shop builds, I just finished up a ceiling mounted camera track system that we're going to use for our videos, as well as a couple different variations of booms and camera mounts. I'm going to post that on my Instructables, so you can just go there to see it. Second is a dual-purpose router mill made of plywood and 2x4s, random hardware that will allow us to true or turn the inside and outside of stave drums.
We've got some cool product demo videos in the works, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that. And yeah.
See you next time.